What's up, everybody? This is your boy, ThatBlackOni, and I got my boy here today. His name is TaiShade. I'm gonna have a link down below for all his videos, his YouTube channel. Please go ahead and give my boy a subscribe. But before we do all of that, let's go ahead and let's get into this podcast. How are you doing today, my guy?
I'm doing all right. Same old, same old. Still shredding. Still trying to stay inside.
Oh yeah. That's important. That's important. But so my first question I want to ask you: what got you into doing like not just guitar but like just music in general?
It's a good question. Well, I want to say it started back when I was in high school or whatever. You know how I kind of felt like I wasn't doing anything, and like everybody had this whole gift and everything, and I was
Right.
still trying to find myself. I ended up playing guitar because I want to say because I always listen to a lot of '80s shit. Van Halen, Poison, a lot of metal stuff, Metallica.
Right.
Early '80s shit. But I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan. The song "Beat It," that's like my main reason I started playing guitar, and I've been practicing since. I've been kind of on and off, but I started to get my shit together this year and started actually taking that shit seriously.
Oh yeah, I am not gonna lie. I love a lot of the covers you've done. Definitely like the Legend of Zelda and the Shadow, and I think that was one of your most recent ones, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And dude, I just love like the energy. Like when you're playing, you can tell that you're into it. It's not something that you're just doing like, "Oh, I'm just gonna do this for the hell of it and just see how this goes." It's like you can feel that you're in it. Like, and I appreciate that. Like for real, I enjoy stuff like that. And you take your time with your work, man. I could definitely tell.
Oh, thanks. I'm trying to be a little more consistent, but it's like I work I have a part-time job, but I've been working some full-time hours, and it's been kind of draining, but I'm still trying to push myself to get those videos out and just practice in general.
Okay. So, like, how did you come up with the whole idea to do the music covers for like definitely video games? Since this is what this channel is mostly about, like video games, and also paying homage to people who not just enjoy video games but kind of go over and beyond with it, like as yourself.
Actually, I've been wanting to do a cover channel for a good minute.
Right.
Originally, I used to have a YouTube channel. This was back in 2015. I started. I did like game reviews and everything.
Right.
It had potential, and I did good the first few videos, but then it got to a point where I just left college, so I'm not working. So I'm thinking, oh, I'll make if I do YouTube videos, I'll make money. So I ended up rushing videos out, and they ended up terrible. And I ended up just deleting the whole thing. I was going to do a cover channel, and then I was like, I started last year when I was living in Nashville because I was working a job that I hated, and I had people I'd be working with people that were miserable.
Right.
And I could tell they were miserable, and I'm still 22 and young and everything, but they're all like what in their 50s talking about how because I was very expressive with my passion, with video games and everything and like that. And I want to put that energy into something, so I decided to put that into guitar.
Right.
And
That,
yeah, that's how it all began.
oh, see, that's what's up. That's what's up. Uh, Another crazy question I know that some folks like to ask, and some folks probably would like to know as well. Does your guitar have a name? Yeah, I always gotta ask, man. Because like people treat their instruments like like they have their own personalities and things like that. So I always like to ask, 'cause, it's an extension of your personality. So does your guitar have a name?
I just recently named her. Actually,
Oh,
I named her Sabrina from. I got the name because if you've known me for years or whatever, talk
right.
about maybe the people that like know me. Uh, I had this thing where I had a crush on Sabrina from Pokemon, and it's not like she's cute.
Right.
And my guitar had the same color scheme. So I was like, yeah, I'm naming her Sabrina.
Oh, see, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you was finna say Sabrina the Teenage Witch, bro. I don't know why I thought that was. When I hear Sabrina, that's the first thing that pops in my head. So,
You're not
hey.
the only one.
But that's okay. That's what's up. That's what's up. So like, what are your future goals for not just your music, but also for your YouTube channel?
Man, for right now, I want to try to be a little realistic.
Right.
I'm gonna go for 200 for right now. Then 300. The
Okay.
big goal is 500 subs, but the bigger picture, I want to get to 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah. That man, that'd be awesome. I
I
hope
know.
I hope I get that for my channel. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Man, you'll get there.
Oh yeah, man. Slowly but surely. I'm trying. Let me see. So and the point, what are your top 5 favorite video games that like you can always go back to, like you never get tired of?
That is a good question because I'm not even gonna. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I haven't been playing recently. Like my PS4, it's been a Hulu machine recently.
It happens, man.
Let me see. Well, as you all know, I'm a Sonic fan, so I guess I'll go with the classic Sonic games: Sonic 1, Sonic 2,
Okay, okay,
Sonic Adventure 2 Battle.
okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
let me see. Ooh, man, yeah, I gotta think hard about this one.
Hey, I put folks on the spot all the time. Do not feel bad.
It's all good. It's all good. Let me think of one. Let me think of one. What do I never get tired of? Super Mario 64. Like I just enjoy playing that game because it's a classic, but I'm not gonna lie, that game aged like milk. But I still enjoy it.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. I remember when that game first came out. I'm just that fucking old. And that game was like groundbreaking for me. Like, not only like you can see Super Mario like fucking breathing. Like that was something really new to me when 3D games started to come out, because you didn't have all characters just breathing. You had like the buff characters that were like, how can I say this? Like fucking blocks, and
Yeah,
you didn't see them breathing. So when I like pay attention to a character that has like motion, like when they're talking to somebody, even though it's ticks, I enjoy all of that stuff. Like, so it was, to me, it had different things about it that were groundbreaking, just like Legend of Zelda when it first hit 64. Like Majora's Mask was just like, oh my fucking goodness. And like it's just like those things. Like, I'm old, man. Like I tell folks that I'm 32 years old, so it's just like I've seen a lot of games in my lifetime, and I was just like happy to also be part of those, being in that same era with those games. But yeah, now when you said Super Mario, man, that made me feel some type of way. So hey, I feel you on that. But yeah, okay. You got any other ones though?
let me. I think up top of my head because woo. Let me see. Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess. That is my favorite Zelda game.
Okay, okay, and man, that's a good one too. That's a real good one. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I didn't never expect Legend of Zelda. I've always knew Legend of Zelda could be dark, definitely when you look at the lore of it. But
Yeah,
when I saw that game, I was just like, oh man, it has like that I don't want to say goth type feeling to it, but it does.
it
And
has this. It has like a Tolkien Lord of the Rings feel to it. That's probably
yeah,
the main reason I love it so much.
and whew, I'm trying to, but yeah, I like that, and it's just the story, man, grabs you. Not just that Link, becomes a fucking wolf at certain points, but that's a plus. But man, it's a lot of things I actually love about that game too. But okay, okay, all right.
Yeah,
So,
the beginning.
uh
The beginning of the game is kind of you gotta slowly ease through it because like I won't say it sucks, but it is like it's pretty boring, especially with the bug hunting and everything. But like
Yeah,
once you get through that, the game is amazing.
yeah, like that's definitely a huge factor of it too. I think like any game like this similar, you have to when you start to go through it, it's just like, damn, this isn't bad. This isn't. I don't know. It's kind of like Ghost in the Shell for me too. Like when it comes to anime, and which brings up my next question: what are some of your favorite animes, if you're watching any right now, or even your past ones? So what are some of your top most favorite animes that you enjoy?
Woo! I'm gonna break a few hearts, cause I'm not gonna lie, I'm more into video games than I'm into anime.
Right.
But and I know I'm gonna sound like a casual for saying this, but OG Dragon Ball, that is like one of my top animes. That is, the original Dragon Ball is so goddamn funny, especially like the first season, the first arc with Emperor Pilaf. That shit was funny as hell.
Right. Right.
Let me see what else. I mean, Yu-Gi-Oh. Specifically, you know, we all grew up, you know, with the children's card game anime. But
Yeah.
I've been watching season 0 and reading the original manga, and I had no idea how dark Yu-Gi-Oh was.
Oh my god. One of my favorite ones, and it's funny because I got a bottle of Jack in front of me, is when the guy he was holding the girl hostage, pointing the gun at Yu-Gi-Oh, and he was giving them the alcohol. I think it was like 99%. And this
Yeah,
dude body froze up, and he was just like, he put the lighter on his. Oh my god, dude! Like, for people who do not know, the manga goes so hard.
yeah. The manga is dark as fuck, and I like that it focuses on like all types of games. Like they'll play board games, checkers, Street
Exactly,
Fighter, maybe. And if you lose, Yami just sends you to hell or some shit, or sets you on fire. I love
man.
it.
Yeah, there's no dark dimension in that, man. You're not getting sent to no dark dimension or no. What is it? What's it called?
The Shadow
Yeah,
Realm.
the shadow realm. You know, fuck all of that. You getting got like that's literally how that goes. And I
Yeah.
love it. I'm not even finna lie to nobody. I love it. But any other ones,
Let me
that you have?
see. I'm gonna go 1960 Speed Racer. That that's probably one of the reasons I kind of sort of got into anime was that used to come on Cartoon Network,
Right.
and I remember the live action movie. You know, people complain about there's no good anime adaptations. Dragon Ball. I'm like, y'all sleeping on Speed Racer. That was a good fucking movie,
It was. It was colorful as hell too, man. Like
right?
that was one thing I actually really that caught my attention because I was like, oh man, a speed racer. I'm like, how they gonna do? Like I'm thinking how they were gonna portray that, but nah, they actually did a really good job at it. Like it was over the top. It was just as funny and not just funny, but just as good as the original anime to me. So I
Yeah,
actually enjoyed it.
and it was also faithful. Like it surprised me how fucking faithful to the show it was.
Man, that's very true. I that also reminds me of how did you feel when you ever pay attention to like Astro Boy any?
The other I know about the '60s Astro Boy, but I
Right.
think it was another one that came on like on Toonami. I think it was like the 2003 series. I think it was
Yeah.
like 2003. That's
Yeah.
why I kind of started watching Astro Boy.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it was I would now because they had came out with the movie towards Astro Boy, and I'm not gonna lie, dude. That boy, the guy, the little kid who portrays Astro Boy before he becomes Astro Boy,
Yeah,
he gets fucked over in every death situation he's in.
I know, right?
Like, dude gets hit by a garbage truck and when I think in the TV show he gets hit by a garbage truck and dies. Another one he ends up getting crushed by something. I forgot what he ended up getting crushed by. And then in the movie he just gets vaporized. Like, damn, dude could not catch a break. But
Yeah, I know, right? It's crazy.
oh, but um, do you have like okay with the next question? Because I'm sorry, I'm just going through the questions and everything because I
Oh, you're
know
fine.
yeah like but do you have like any inspirations, like of like when you like do your music and you like do the covers and things like that. Where do you like draw your inspiration from?
Mike Jack. I was a huge fanboy. It was mostly like I knew about the Jackson Five,
Right, right,
Thriller, Bad, and all that. But I really got into him, which this is kind of fucked up. I really got into him when he passed away. Like I knew about Jackson and everything, but I wasn't really into him. Like I kind of got into him when he passed away, and then I really respect the fuck out of his music and everything.
right,
I make my videos kind of like music videos. I kind of get a little intro to kind of keep people invested in what's going on, the gameplay and everything, and then I start the cover, show some gameplay footage, and bam. And it's also kind of an excuse to make my videos a little longer because YouTube and the algorithm and shit.
right, right. That yeah, I can definitely understand that. But that's what's up though. Like and I tell you this too, man. Like there is nothing wrong to like find out or be inspired by a music artist that has passed away, cuz I know like a lot of mine's like one of my inspirations for a lot of stuff that I do is actually Freddie Mercury. So like I can completely understand that. I'm a huge Queens fan, so that and
Hell yeah,
Prince,
man.
so I definitely understand that. Um, oh my
And
God.
guitar in general,
Yeah.
Eddie Van Halen.
Ooh, nice, nice.
Man, that's like all the crazy solos he could do. I remember
Yes,
when I first started, I was like, man, like I didn't want to be just like him, but I'm like, fuck, I want to play solos so bad because I'm trying to be a better lead player, do solos and all that stuff.
all right, okay, that's what's up. That is, dude.
Hell yeah.
I'll make sure. I'm really liking it. I'm liking your answers. I'm really liking your answers. Uh, so okay, I got another good one for you. Okay,
Bring
like
it on.
when all right, as a black artist, that you also like rock. Did you ever grow up with any weird situations where like just people in your community didn't understand you or just looked at you weird? I'll be like, oh, you actually like rock, like have because I grew up with that. Like I grew up like when Corn first came out. Like
Yeah.
I was a huge Corn fan, and some folks gonna be like, who listen to this? Who the fuck is Corn? Look, I was a huge Corn fan when they first came out. I bought their first album, and everybody tell me to this day, like my mom would, like she listened to the music, and I remember her taking away my album, and everybody said, "Oh, was it because she thought it was the devil?" No, it was because the words they were saying were more adult than what they would, than what I was supposed to be listening to. So,
Yeah.
so I always appreciated my mother for not taking it away for that type of stereotype, but taking it away because I was too young for it. But I
I
do,
feel you.
but yeah, so yeah, like give me your story, man, because I want to hear this.
Okay, so like, growing up, I was in a mostly black high school like for a few years, and
Right,
at first, a lot of people thought I was, oh, what is this? Who the fuck is Metallica? What is Anthrax? What is Slayer? That sounds demonic. And I'm just like, that's what I listen to. Not everybody listens to rap and hip hop and I'm not the type of person that's like, oh, rap sucks. It's not real music or type anything like
right,
that. Like I fuck with a lot of 90 shit, Tupac, Biggie. As generic as that sounds, I fuck with Chance, MF Doom, Tyler the Creator. That's kind of it when it comes to like pure hip hop. That's just me. But
right.
it's like especially with the black community when they see because I played a few talent shows and everything in high school. When they see what you can do on the guitar, they will respect the fuck out of you.
Oh
But
yeah,
that's yeah. Now, one year I transferred to it was a mixed school. There was black, white, and everything.
right.
And there would be some white people that would like come up to me like, oh, they'd be in awe and shock that I'm wearing like a Metallica shirt or like Children of Bodom or something like that.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, OMG, you like that? but I thought you like hip hop or something. And I'm like, what the fuck? Get the fuck out of my face.
Oh man, nah, I dealt with that too, man. I know
For
how that
real.
is. But I really wanted to ask that question though, because it's like it's some. I always commend, definitely like brothers when you take the step to don't not staying in just the realm of hip hop and things like that. Like you will venture out, you find something you love, and you work with it. Like how what you do, because like everybody we see your style, man, and you can definitely tell, man, you're a brother who love rock. You like like in every form and fashion.
Hell
Now
yeah.
now, if you told me no, I don't like rock, that would shock the fuck out of me. But I would have been like, oh damn, I just put my foot in my mouth with that one. But like, in all seriousness, man, like I love what you do with your channel. I love how you do the transition when you're playing the guitar to like actually showing footage of like the actual video game, and those are things that we see every now and then, but like you got to have a true talent to actually sit there and actually not just play, but to sync all of that stuff up to make it work too. So like that's
Yeah, it's a
why
lot of work too.
yeah, that's why I say I have to commend you on that, my guy. But um man, I should have had this shit written out, man, because I like
No, you're good.
I had a
You're
whole thing.
good.
I had a whole thing that I was like gonna talk about, because I always try to make my stuff like over an hour when I do a podcast, at least over an hour. So I apologize if I'm gonna go on the fly real quick.
No, you're good, man. Let's do it.
So besides music and video games also kind of being like your inspiration of what you're doing now on your channel, is there other things that you want to do as well?
Well, actually, I'm doing that right now. I do love doing podcasts and everything, like reviews and stuff like that.
Right.
Like again, I used to have a review channel where I review video games and movies, kind of like like early nostalgia critic or like angry video game nerd type stuff.
Oh yeah, crazy enough, they
I,
still around, man. They do stuff. It's just that they so low key now.
yeah, angry video game nerd. I love that man. Still makes good ass content.
Oh yeah, most
Like
definitely.
for real. Nostalgia critic, and I hate to diss my boy, but I can't stand this stuff now. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is. How should I say? Um, it's became a little A1 trash, man. It has, and I definitely have to agree with you on that. Like I can't even like defend it, man. Like for real, it was something he did. Like this had to been almost not even, I wouldn't even say it's close to 10 years now. Where he had through this like GoFundMe and all this stuff, and then it was like maybe it was a GoFundMe or a Kickstarter. It was either one, but it was just like him getting his channel and getting the money back, on the road, because I guess YouTube had did something to him. But it was like one special person. If you paid for so much, you would fly out to meet him. But the downside was you had to pay for your ticket, you had to pay for your hotel, you had to pay for your food when you go actually sit to eat with this guy. You had to pay for everything you were going to do for him, like do with him. There was like nothing covered. It wasn't just like, oh, you pay for this, we'll fly you out here, we'll put you in a hotel. It was none of that. You were paying for everything. That's no different from me.
Hell no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This was an actual thing that happened, and it made me feel some type of way. Like my thing is, if I'm going to be a person who you have a fan base, and I want to appreciate my fans for not just supporting me, but starting to helping me with my Kickstarter and doing all of this, I'm going to at least be like, yo, let me pay for your ticket out here. Let me pay for your hotel stay for 2 days. And, we do stuff and we talk about some things, maybe,
Yeah.
come up with some ideas for, my channel. Instead of that, you pay for everything. And then it was just literally, you sit there, you talk to him for, they said it wasn't even 15 minutes. I forgot the guy who actually put that money down. He said it wasn't even 15 minutes of him meeting him, and the rest of the hangout for the rest of that day. He when he called him or tried to get in contact with whoever his contact guys were, he couldn't get in contact with him. So he's like, I only had 15 minutes with this guy, and a majority of it was just us eating food. And after he ate food, he left.
That's fucking.
That is rough. That is, you got to understand, that's
Yikes.
rough.
And that's my thing with a lot of just Kickstarters in general. Please take it with a grain of salt, because 9 times out of 10 that shit will backfire.
Right. Yeah. That's what I totally agree. Like, if you're paying for something like that, you're paying for the idea of it going well. You're paying for the idea of it going well, but you're not sure until you get there.
Yeah.
But that sucks though. You gotta imagine. This is like no lie. Like, if you were just a terrible guy and you just like, oh yeah, you're gonna, I'm paying to go meet you, and then I like fly all the way out. And I'm like, oh man, this dude's gonna hook me up with a guitar solo. You gonna put on a show for me or something. And I get there, we sit, we eat, and then I go back to my hotel because you're like, oh, I'm gonna contact you later. I don't get no contact later. I call you up, and then next thing you know, your person is just like, oh yeah, well, this happened. We're not going to be able to see you for the rest of the 2 days that you're here. Sorry that happened. Yeah. And I'm up here looking stupid as hell.
Now, if that would happen, I've been known to kind of have a habit of not replying to messages. And it's not like, oh, I don't want to reply to people or anything. It's just like, bro, I be forgetting.
It happens. I can understand on that end. I can understand that happening. But
I'd probably make it up or something like, hey, let's go to the amusement park or something.
Exactly. Just the little things, man. That's all that matters. You don't have to take a person to some fancy place, eat, and then be like, man, we're gonna throw you a private concert. It could just be you hanging out with the fan for a day. And people appreciate that. Like, things aren't genuine like that anymore. And that's just one of the things that always kind of trip me out. But, yeah, man. Do you have any other, like, YouTubers right now that, you kind of, like, appreciate? You kind of like, damn, I like what they do, man. This is, I, like, if I could do a collab, like, famous YouTubers or small-time YouTubers, doesn't matter. Who, like, that you wouldn't mind. Lord, I'm getting tongue-tied. I gotta stop drinking. I gotta stop drinking that Jack. That's what I gotta stop doing. But do you have any? I'm just gonna restart all that. I ain't gonna lie. I might clip that shit out, or I might just leave it in. You know what? I might leave it in just for some funny shit. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave it in. But
yeah, leave it in.
Yeah. Okay. I'm finna just restart over exactly everything I'm finna say. Do you have any YouTubers, big or small, that you would like to do a collab with? Because I know I did reach out to you, and I appreciate you saying, yeah, bro, like, I'm down. I do appreciate that.
Yeah, it wasn't even just to get my name out there. I just love doing podcasts and shit. It's so fun.
Man, I totally agree. Shit.
Go ahead.
Uh-huh.
Oh, go
No,
ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, when you start doing your when you do your podcast and you have some free time that you want to throw me on, I'm always open, my guy. Just let me know time and day.
Yeah, I got you.
But
let me see. Some Call Me Johnny and Rebel Taxi. Those are like one of my main favorite YouTubers. I've watched Johnny for years. Good ass quality content. Go check them out if you haven't.
Okay.
I actually met him in MomoCon. We were talking about the Sonic movie. Dude is chill as fuck.
Oh, see, that's what's up. That is what's up. Like, man, let me see. I don't know if I just met some of my, like, favorite people. Like I said, I plan on going to MomoCon, but I plan on selling there, so
yeah,
that's a thing. That's a thing. But You said okay. You said Robo Taxi. I know Robo Taxi. I fucking love Robo Taxi.
Rebel Taxi, but yeah.
I keep calling him Robo Taxi. I do that all the time. I know exactly who you're talking about because I love when he brings up stuff like when he talks about old school commercials or Toonami and other like cartoons and stuff. Like I love I love his voice. Like and I'm trying to think. He used to have another YouTube channel where they would draw like what they would the name of something that they would hear.
Yeah.
And I cannot remember what the name of that show was though. I know my wife would know, but I'm trying to keep it professional and not yell for her to come out here because she got my son. So I'm just not trying to do any of that right now. But I'm gonna figure it out and I'm gonna put it in the video. It's gonna pop up like right around here. Just have that set up. Go exactly what I'm talking about. But yeah, like no, I love that guy, and I stay calling it fucking Robo Taxi for whatever reason. I call him Robo Taxi all the time.
It's all good. But yeah, I love that his video editing skills are amazing. On top of just his humor is just funny as fuck.
It is. And he has a love, if I'm not mistaken, he does have a love for Raven, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, nigga, thirsty as fuck for him.
Man, man, thirst.
I hope he knows. I hope he knows she's like what, 17?
Well,
close to legal, but not quite there.
It depends on what state he in though.
Yeah, that is true.
Because I know, like, you know what? Nah, we ain't even finna get into that. Because, nah, hold on. Like, I gotta throw something in here now. Now that I said that, I gotta throw something in. Because I do not. Yeah, I gotta put a insert in here.
I thought I just heard police sirens too. I was like, oh fuck.
Man, I'm gonna say something that I'm gonna regret, and I'm just like, you know what? Nah, like, it look.
FBI.
Yeah, like, oh man,
FBI gonna bust down the door.
Man, hold on, I'm actually working on it right now. Man, it's gonna be this shit gonna be just like this. As soon as I say it, I'm gonna get canceled on YouTube, and you gonna hear some shit like this. FBI, open up! You just you heard that? And you just gonna hear somebody knock on the door. FBI, open up! And I look, no. Sometimes I say this too. Do you believe as a YouTuber, sometimes it's not always smart saying what you feel is right?
Man, that's a hard question. That's really. I do agree that you definitely should watch what you say because, especially in this day and age, which would call out cancel culture. Yes. Yeah, this shit is real out there. Say the wrong thing. Say the wrong thing. You're all over Twitter now.
Man, and that's one thing I try to preach to a lot of people. Not everybody's trying to hear that though. And
I feel you.
It's just one of those things that, like I tell folks all the time, you have to be careful. You have to be smart. Like one slip up, you could just, you could mean well, but says something wrong, and your whole career is over with. Everything you just built up, gone.
Oh yeah.
So that's just one thing, man. I gotta be careful. Like even as, like I said, I'm a small YouTuber. I'm not gonna say that I'm big in any form or fashion, but at the same time, you still have to be careful as a small YouTuber because as soon as you hit that 1,000 mark, somebody's pulling shit up from 3-4 years ago. Oh man, remember?
Man, I know, right?
remember when they said this? And that's it, man. That's all it takes. And it's sad, but it's like very true though. Like that happens way more than it should, and it's just one of those things that is, damning about like the start. I like my whole entire thing. When I was growing up, It was just like you said what you said. I've seen more people career end this year than any year. 2020 is a bitch, bro. Like, oh my god. Like I done seen so many people come and go this year. Like it's not even funny, man. Like just
Like the thing with low tier God.
Hey, you know what, man? You know what? Like I'm not even gonna lie. I didn't like Low Tier Guy, but I like what happened to him was dirty as fuck. Being honest, that was dirty.
It's like in my opinion, I think they were both of them were wrong, but at the same time, it's like when low tier guy was like, okay, but this man called me a nigga early, but y'all ain't canceling the fuck out of him. I'm like, okay, that's a good point.
Yeah. And you know, like that's just one of the things that I tell folks all the time that it's crazy what the next party could get away with, and nothing happens. Like I don't think that I know my boy. I heard he doing good again, so I'm happy. I'm happy to hear about that. You know,
Yeah.
I fucks with low tier guy. At first, I did not like him. Like, just it was something about his character. I'm just like, this dude's an asshole. But then I started thinking about it, and I'm just like, I have definitely been an asshole in my life too. So I can't hate on somebody else for being an asshole when I've been that exact same thing. So
sometimes you got to do it.
yeah, you know, and it's just like my thing is I enjoy his content. He makes funny content. When he posts up, like I love when this dude just like, see man, you know I can't win against these sorry characters, but you know I can win against somebody who actually good, man. Like he's like I can't, you know, like when he said that shit, I was like, wait, what? Like I'm up here looking dumb as hell, like because I could not comprehend what he just said. Dude is funny, like he's hilarious, and you know I just wish that man the best of luck and many years of just complete jokes and him being as crazy as he is.
I know, right? Bless that man.
Man. But and damn, we just got on cancel culture and everything. God. Man. Oh man, I'm trying to think, man. So is there any other games that you plan on getting this year?
That is a good question. That's what's that new samurai game that's out? Ghost of
Ghost of Tsushima. Oh, that shit's so beautiful, bro. You need to get it. You need to get it.
I need to. I've heard amazing things about it.
Bro, amazing ain't the word, man. That shit is everything. Like that's what made that made 2020 alright. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That made 2020 alright. If that game didn't come out, like, alright, people tell me, like, a lot of folks, you know, it's a love-hate game. Have you played Resident Evil 3?
I have not.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna tell you this, and I'm being just 100 with you. As long as you ain't paying full price with it, you okay in my book. Don't pay full price for that game. It's like as a fan who, like, I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, and the one thing I can say honestly about that game is it does not live up to all of its promises. Now the game is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, because I know a lot of folks are gonna come after me. I even though I just spoke my piece about this after the game, like 2 weeks after the game came out, I spoke my piece about it. Even to this day, like when I first bought the game, I got it on Steam magically for a discount. I paid I think $40 for the game when it was 60, and yes,
that's not bad.
Oh yeah, man, I put that down. I had put the link down and below. I told everybody when I was live streaming it, I was like, yo, you can get this game for $40. Here's the code. Use this code. It will change your life. Some folks went for it because it told me that, hey, folks, use your link. And I was just like, cool. Some folks was like, hey, that was a hero move. I beat the game. Yeah. I beat the game in one sitting. 5 hours.
Oh.
Yeah. You know, like back in the day when you first play a game, because I didn't know anything that I was doing. I beat the game in 5 hours. And that was hurtful. Like, not just that it was hurtful, it did not stay true to a lot of like it didn't stay true to the original. Like when I hear something like a reboot, or not a reboot, but a remake of a game,
Yeah.
I'm looking at it to have a lot of similarity to the old one, but just built upon, like the working blocks built upon of making it better, just like Resident Evil 2 was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you. Resident Evil 2 is still better than Resident Evil 3, and it hurts me because I love Resident Evil 3. I love Resident Evil 3, but will I play it again? No, I will go back and play Resident Evil 2. There's a lot of fun stuff in Resident Evil 2. They don't even have a mercenary mode, and that's where mercenary mode came from. How do you not have a mercenary mode when mercenary mode came from that, because it had mercenaries in it?
See, that's my thing with games where you can just beat it within a few hours. It makes me feel empty because that's part of the reason I didn't buy what Spider-Man that came out 2018. I think that's when it came out.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I remember I've seen people on my newsfeed going like, "Oh, just beat Spider-Man." And I'm like, bro, you didn't have the game that long. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, you could run through the game, but I will give this to Spider-Man, since it's an open world game.
Yeah.
It has a lot of side missions. That's just like the same thing with Ghost of Tsushima. I was so sucked in with the side games, because they also benefit into the main game too. But I was so sucked into the side games that I played it, a majority of it, just for like the side stories, because you learn so much about the other characters that you rely on as your comrades and friends. Like, it tells a lot about them. Like, and if you don't play those side stories, you really can't relate that much to all of the folks that you consider friends in that game, or your allies. So things like that I really appreciate. I care about side stories and stuff like that, or side missions to a video game. Like, things like that are awesome to me. Like with Resident Evil and Mercenaries, when I can run through a game and then go back and beat the game in 3 hours after I play it,
something's not adding up.
Yeah, it starts to hurt on you, because you're just like, damn, okay, what are the other things that I can do on the side besides beating this game as fast as possible? And when you look at it, there's not a lot. Yeah, you can unlock, quote unquote, clip art and stuff like that. That's cool. I'm not shitting on that, but I'm just shitting on there's nothing else. And then I was forcefully fed Resident Evil, what the fuck is that name of that game again? The one where you have to survive, you have to like go up against a mastermind. I think
I know what you're talking about. I know the title of the name. Fuck.
Oh, I can't think of it right now. And I talked so bad about that. Shit, what was the name of that? Because I remember folks playing the tech demo when 2 was out, and then all of a sudden, Google lying like a motherfucker on this, man. I'm not gonna lie. They said that game came out in 2020 when the tech demo was already out. Like, you could play the game, but it was only, I think, one mastermind on there at the time. They came out, and they came out during the same time, a few months after Resident Evil 2 came out. But no, everybody acts like they got amnesia on that. I'm like, either I'm living in the whole Mandela effect, or something's going on, because I know damn well I remember that. I remember that coming out at that time, because I was just like, oh, okay. But
Mandela effect can get you, man.
Oh, that Mandela fucking me up right now, because I be saying some shit, and them folks, people be telling me all the time, I don't remember that, and I have to go through, and then somebody be like, I remember that, and be that one person who said they remember it, and I'm like, okay, I'm not fucking crazy. So I do feel good about that, but it's just like, man, not everybody remembers that. But was it Resident Evil? It was Resident Evil Resistance, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
that's what it was. I see. I know my Resident Evil now, but that was force fed, dude. Like that game came out. Let me see, when Resident Evil, because it was Resident Evil 2 when the remake came out. It was a few months after that game came out, it was a tech demo, and the thing was they wanted people to pay for it. The reason it was given away for free with Resident Evil 3 was basically because no one paid for the game originally. No one even paid for the tech demo to even play the beta. It got more big. It got more successful when they gave it away for free. It's just like Fortnite. No one knows what the original Fortnite story is.
I wouldn't know because I've never played Fortnite.
You know, like the craziest thing was, okay, so Fortnite was originally a horror survival game. Like the physical game actually exists. You can buy it.
Crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like everybody who's playing like the melee, not melee, but the battle royale, that's not the game at all. That's not the actual game for Fortnite. What you're doing is you're building a fort, and you're trying to stay alive when the hordes of zombies are attacking you. It was a zombie shooter game. Like, and that's the crazy thing. It's like everybody I tell that to was like, bro, you're lying. I'm like, no. If you look at the original art for the original the actual physical game, there's zombies on the front of it. It says zombie survival game, and people did not know that.
Yeah, I remember when Apex came out, and I'm like, what the fuck is Apex? Is that like Fortnite 2 or some shit?
Hey, you know what though? I thought the same thing. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I thought the exact same thing. And then when I found out, I'm like, I said, but this looks better. Is this an update? Like, and it took one of my homeboys to tell me that he's like, nah, man, that's a whole different game. I was like, but it's a battle royale, right? He was just like, he said, well, no, it's, you know, you're on a team and you're fighting and stuff. And I'm like, okay, still kind of sounds like a battle royale, but keep going.
Yeah.
And he started explaining it to me. He was just like, well, you know, you got characters. He said it's kind of like Overwatch, and I was just like, okay, all right. I you know what? Does it have stories? Like, how does this work? When I found out the game was 100% free, like I was just like, I give it a shot. And do I like it better than Fortnite? I'm gonna be real. I do not play Fortnite. That's not for me, man. I leave that to the young cats. I played PUBG a little bit. I enjoyed that. I left that alone after a while, and that's just how it's been. Like,
yeah, I used to fuck with Overwatch back in the day, but I've been hearing like people are kind of playing it now because like one of my coworkers, he was like, you play Overwatch? And I'm like, ain't that shit dead?
I thought it was dead, but I heard they coming out with another one. Like, I know that's been a rumor now that they're coming out with another one, but I think they're going to wait until the PS5 comes out, you know, when the new gen consoles drop, and they're going to throw it on that.
I can wait, because that PS5, I've $700.
All right, how do you feel towards that? You like take my money, or are you just like, I'll hold off until next year?
I can wait, mainly because I still haven't heard about a price yet. Like, just give me that price, let me know. And then they're releasing 2 different versions of it, like one with a disc drive, another without a disc drive, and all that all sounds good and all, but it's like, why not just put it in a one console and be done with it? 2, if it plays PS4 games, like, you know, I can put a PS4 disc in, it'll play it. I'll buy it opening day, because, you know, that way I don't have to sell any of my PS4 games till I get it.
Oh, so you haven't heard that PlayStation will support PS4 games, but you have to use your PS4 controller?
I think I can wait. Yeah, I heard about that, and I'm like, that's kind of dumb, because it's like I guess because, you know, the DualShock 5 is gonna be like a whole different beast. But you gotta understand, bruh, controllers are expensive as fuck, bruh.
Hell yeah. That's what I thought about that too, and I'm just like, man, I can sell my PS4. I'm not gonna get much for it, but hey, that money will go towards, you know. I was like, man, I can't wait to play, you know, God of War on this gen. Oh, I can't wait for the new God of War to come out if there is one. There's been, I hate developers when they make sly hints, but you don't know if they lying or not. Ed Boon does that shit all the time and be pissing me off. But
Ed Boon's an asshole.
man, I love him at the same time. I want to slick fight him. Like Ed Boon. Ed Boon, I'm gonna be real with you, man. Like, hey, if you ever, wanna hop on the channel, man, don't hate me for that shit. I'm just telling the truth. You do be pissing me off. But
I'm still tripping when what was it, Injustice 2 is out. So like, the last DLC was coming out.
Right.
This man added the Ninja Turtles. I'm like, out of all these DC characters you could have added, you had the fucking Ninja Turtles.
Man, what? Okay, so I heard this recently. I don't know how true this was, but I did hear this from a reliable source that apparently NetherRealm's gaming studios they're putting it up for sale.
It doesn't.
Huh?
Doesn't Warner Brothers own them? What the hell?
Yeah, they own them. But at first Midway owned them, and they said it was due.
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah, they said it was due to the debt that Midway had, cause I guess built up that they're gonna have to sell it as well. I'm not sure. I need to look more into it, but I think it's stuck with Warner Brothers. I think that was just something that they're gonna have to pay.
Yeah.
Like I don't see anybody else buying. I can see somebody trying to buy the name for Mortal Kombat because they are also selling the license for they're going to split it up. And so, but my thing is NetherRealm Studios, they made Injustice and stuff. So I know they're not going to sell, the characters for Injustice and things like that. But I heard that they were selling the whole entire NetherRealm Studios, so they're trying to sell that and send that off to someone else.
That's crazy. I gotta look that up. But man, who would buy that though? Because
I don't know. I don't know, because you gotta think, the only Titans that I know. I'm not gonna lie though, and I always crack jokes about this, but wouldn't it be fucking hilarious if Disney bought that shit?
No, that wouldn't be hilarious. You see what they did to Star Wars?
No. Yo, Star Wars had that coming. I always said that Star Wars was going to be slow if, when Disney first bought it and I found out Disney bought it, I was just like, oh, man. Because Disney own Deadpool now. They own Fox.
Yeah.
So hypothetically, they own Hulu. That's a whole different conversation for another day. But they also own Hulu because they bought the whole Fox Studios. So hypothetically, if you really think about it, we should start seeing xenomorphs running around Disney.
Lucas need to buy that shit back.
He's not, man. That dude is happy and rich right now. He is he's a millionaire beyond his wildest dreams. Look, he got a nice wife, all brown sugar wife, beautiful child. Man, that dude is not studying Star Wars no more.
I remember when Last Jedi came out, people were mad about it. It was like, bring George Lucas back. Man, nope, y'all want to bitch about the prequels? I'm gonna sell it to Disney, and they gonna fuck it up.
Exactly, and they did a great job. They did a great job. The last movie made no fucking sense. Actually, all the movies that Disney dropped, those 3 movies, none of them made sense.
It's like what pisses me off the most about the sequel, the quote unquote sequel trilogy, is how much nostalgia and original trilogy pandering they do. It's like, bruh, I don't need to see the Millennium Falcon 20 times.
Man, see, yeah, that did irk my nerves too.
It's like, people say what you will about the prequels, but there was so much creativity in those movies. It's like,
oh yeah,
it's not an inch of creativity in the sequel movies at all.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was expecting them to go off of the books, the Star Wars, side stories. Like the craziest thing when Disney bought when they bought the Star Wars series, you know, what is it? I always the Star was it? I keep calling him the Star Lord. Is it Star Killer? You know what I'm talking about from the Force Unleashed. You know the
my
first
man, Star Killer.
yeah, he in the first game, you know, that one was actually canon. A lot of folks don't know that. Like the original, like Disney before Disney bought it, that
Yeah,
game,
Force Unleashed 1 was canon.
yeah, it was canon. And you know, some folks like, oh, you're lying. I'm like, no, I'm dead ass serious. But you
Yeah.
know, after Disney bought it, it's no longer canon. Like you already know. You just fucked yourself out of an opportunity. You could have got the exact same actor who played this guy, made a whole fucking 2 or 3 movies. Bam. Money.
Yeah, you know what's funny is the actor that voices him, he looks just like him.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, he was in Smallville. We ain't gonna talk about Smallville. He was in Smallville. He was in Becoming Human with the whole vampire and werewolf TV show that came out on Sapphire. I think it was Sapphire. I'm gonna say it was Sapphire. But yeah, he was on there. He was on because he was Doomsday on Smallville, and he was in a whole bunch of other shit, man. Like, but those are just the 2 I remember him the most in. But yeah, like no, that actor is great. So I'm just like, dude, he could play the role. Go ahead, give my boy Star Killer a chance. And they just shat on him, and I'm just like, damn. You know, they could have did a whole movie on like the old Republic, like the actual old Republic.
What I hear that's what I hear they think what they're gonna do next, but I don't trust them.
No, they don't need to do it. Hey, look, don't look, leave it alone. Look, this is my thing. I'm just like, look, y'all tried. Really, I think they tried 4 times. Look, stop. Let it be that franchise y'all bought and it's dead. But I understand Disney gotta make money. All right, Disney. When something is bought by Disney, you gotta understand Mickey and that bitch like, I'm your pep now, and that's it.
Go some money.
I'm talking about slapping this shit out these folks. Darth Vader was one of the coldest motherfuckers, man. Now Mickey is up here force gripping this motherfucker into submission. Oh, you think you got me now? No, it's over. It's over. Like Darth Vader ain't shit compared to Mickey.
No, bro. Okay, look up this picture. It's like when George Lucas sold it. He's taking a picture out in the woods with like these Disney like, you know, these people in like the Mickey Mouse like costumes, like Mickey, Goofy, and everything.
Right.
Up the Star Wars characters, and George, this man just looks sad as fuck. Like, what have I done? He looks so fucking depressed.
Well, I'm trying to hold on. So wait, do you know what the name of the picture is called?
Hold up. I'm gonna go on that I got it. Gonna put this in the cord real quick.
Oh man, yeah, I'm gonna have to zoom in on this picture as soon as you show it to me. Oh man, I'm scared.
Here we go.
I'm scared. Oh, bro, no, I saw this picture, and then you can tell like his whole creative life force is just gone.
It looks so depressed.
Oh man, my boy Lucas. Oh man, Goofy up there looking goofy as fuck in the background. You know, of course, Donald gonna be a fucking stormtrooper because his ass ain't got no type of aim. And why not make Mickey a fucking Jedi? I bet she's supposed to be Anakin Skywalker. And what's fucked up is Mickey is a fucking Princess Leia. So this means that, you know, Mickey is fucking his sister at this point. You know,
I mean, that wouldn't be surprising in Star Wars. Let's be honest.
Yeah, because it was like I remember like everybody telling me like when they first went to go see Star Wars, like like older folks when they were telling me that like their whole entire experience of like going to the movie theaters and just being wowed by Star Wars, but they was just like, man, what was just like what always made me feel uneasy is Luke did not know that was his sister until later on, and he had kissed her already. And that's why they had to make the switch to where she ended up with Han Solo. And this shit was just funny. I'm not gonna lie, Han Solo was a pimp. I don't care what nobody said. He had one of the most pimpinest lines I've ever heard before he got frozen. like like Princess Leia's like, "I love you," and that man said, "I know." Yeah, like I'm just like, I'm like, wait, no, who does that? But hey, my boy Han Solo did that shit. So hey, it is what it is. But, man, but you know what though? If you look at him after he took this picture and shit, when that money hit his bank account, he had a smile on his face. On God, you cannot see this guy nowhere else without a smile on his face. He's rich for life. This dude literally betted one of his best friends, I think 23 point something million. It's a news article. I'm gonna have to see if I can pull it up, but I want to say he betted him like almost 23 point something million, and he lost, and that shit didn't faze him none. Why? Because I don't know how much Disney paid this dude. I need to look that up too, but apparently it was enough for him to bid a shitload of money against his friend talking about Star Wars, and he loses the bet. I would love to be this guy friends.
Even before he sold Star Wars, the man was still rich.
Oh yeah. You got to think he made money off of side stories of friends who were great writers. Like they sold the books, and he was just like, well, I'll let you use my intellectual properties, and hey, you get you write a good story. People did that. There's so many stories, man. Like that's another thing I'm pissed off about with Star Wars. You have all of these books out here, all of these different stories, and you telling me you can't use not one of these books to make a whole entire movie? Come on, man. I understand this. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine, man. But I like the side movies, Rogue One, Solo.
Oh yeah, Baby Yoda was the shit, man.
Oh yeah, I think season 2 of Mandalorian is supposed to come out next month. I think.
Oh, it's word.
I have to check. Do not take my word for it. I have to check.
Hey, I'm gonna check afterwards, but hey, if that's true, hey, I will be. Regardless, I'm watching the second season anyway. Like I tell folks, it's funny that I can talk bad as hell about Disney on that situation. But yeah, it's funny how they decide. Well, the side stories just come off better. Like, how y'all put this much work into y'all side stories, but your movies come out ass? Man, I just don't know. I did see a mini skit though. It was just like, people don't understand that Star Wars like fans retarded, and I was just like, wait, what? And like this was a side skit. They was like, Star Wars fans are like anything. They say we give them shit and they just keep eating it up. And then it was just like, well, what about your side stories? They're like, no, we got to put work in those. And I was just like, wait, what? Like, but they was just like, oh, the movies, they don't have to put that much work in, but the side stories they do. I was like, it's beyond me, but it was hilarious, man. I said, I do enjoy like the side stories. I don't know why I love Baby Yoda as much as I love Baby Yoda, but goddamn it, I do. That motherfucker's adorable, and I'm a man that it's probably said something is adorable. Whoo, that Gentleman Jack, man. That Gentleman Jack, y'all. I always gotta have a sip of that, man. In the wintertime, that keeps you warm. Okay, but um, you have any other like? Damn, that gentleman Jake burned my throat, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I apologize.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Whew. But in all seriousness, like, do you is there anything else out there that like motivates you, like, as of this moment, with things that you're doing and you like your day-to-day life? May not even be YouTube, but anything else out there that like really motivates you?
Not wanting to work a 9 to 5 every day for the rest of my life. That motivates the fuck out of me. I refuse to do that.
I understand that. I'm the exact same way right now. I own a little piece of my business right now, and it's hopefully it doesn't come back to kick me in the balls. So I definitely understand that because I'm trying to make that work for me.
Hell yeah, man. Keep pushing. You can do it.
Oh yeah, most definitely, bro. Most definitely. But like my whole entire thing is I also want to stop that. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to get to a point where I can do things that I love. Like, I tell folks I'm always big with like, not just social media, but multimedia as a whole. Like
Yeah.
I love doing podcasts. I used to have a small little radio station at one point where I would put out like artists that would do music, like either do like covers or other little things like that, or even their own make people who made their own music. I like to put that stuff out there. Me being a
Oh,
nerd,
man.
yeah, like it was a long time ago. I'm trying to get back into doing all of that stuff. I want my main goal is to kind of start my own, not just like I wouldn't say streaming service, but kind of build up a website and get my own public server where people who are like music artists and stuff like that can be put out there. And my thing is so they can live their dream. Like my thing is I understand we have stuff like SoundCloud, but at the same time too I feel like that's saturated, and the only people who really like hear that stuff like a majority of times is like friends who are subscribed to you and things like that. It's kind of closed off in certain areas. So
I was thinking about making one, but it's like,
yeah,
I'll probably wait. And it's the same thing with Twitch. Because I was
yes,
like, earlier I was thinking about, I'll probably make maybe just stream a few games. Everybody has a Twitch now. Everyone.
yeah, that's true. That's very true. Okay, so I heard this story about Twitch. Like before Twitch was Twitch, it was actually a adult cam site.
Oh,
I'm like not even shitting you. When I heard that, I looked up some stuff and it seems to be true. It seems to be really true, and I was just like, that kind of makes sense though. Like we have thirst traps out here all the time. Women with the titties halfway out, and they getting more subs than people who are working hard on these Twitch channels. And hey man, when you got a simp out there, you got a simp, man. I can't say shit on that. But at the same time too, it's one of those things that it's amazing, like that this goes on all the time.
yeah. Show some foot pics on the Twitch stream. That's all. That's automatic. Fuck ton of followers. Fuck ton of donations.
Exactly. Shit, I ain't gonna.
And hey, I can't hate on it because shit, I do the same thing too. If I'm
that's exactly where I was going with it. I was like, man, I would do
the
it.
Same thing.
Man, let me have some nice titties and nice Coke bottle shake, man.
My this is the last of my check queen, but I'll give it to you on the stream. OMG, thank you.
Oh man, but oh man,
Shit, I can't hate on that at all.
I can't either. I can't. It's just amazing though. Like when I heard that and I started looking into some stuff, and I was just like, huh, it has a lot of truth to it.
Yeah.
That was just like GoDaddy was like for well, folks already know it, but it was like more for adults adult activities on GoDaddy than it was for, oh yeah, build your own website. Nah, that's not what it was originally for.
Hell yeah.
I was like, GoDaddy? I was like, oh, okay. And folks was like, how the fuck you know that? I'm like, bro, everybody knows that. Like, or a majority of folks know that. Younger generations of people won't know that, but the older generation does. But yeah, man, I enjoyed having you on. I appreciate you so much. I am
Man,
going,
anytime, man.
man. I'm gonna get your link. I'm gonna get your info. Are you just on YouTube right now, or do you have any other platforms that you're on as well?
I'm on Twitter as well. That's like I have an Instagram and Facebook, but like the main thing I use for like updates and all that is Twitter. So YouTube, and I'm on Twitter. I can message it. I'll message it to you.
Okay, cool. But oh yeah, give yourself a shout out, man. And if you want to give anybody else a shout out, go ahead, man. This time right now.
Hell yeah! Shout out to my boy Arcade Tales. He also does guitar covers, and they're sick.
Okay. Oh wait.
If I can think of another one, shit. Let me see. Shout out to my boy The Game Shelf. Go check out his shit. Good reviews on video games, man.
All right, most definitely. I'm definitely gonna have to get him a check out.
Hell yeah, man. Good content.
All right. Anybody else? Because I know folks be like, man, I want to shout out Ray. You know, give me
Man, I can't think of any on the off the top of my head.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of feel bad because then like I don't.
Damn, you know they gonna see this, right? And they gonna like, damn, my boy didn't even shout me out. You should. Hey, we can wait, man. I could pause part of this video.
Let me see. Damn. That's all I got for right now. If I think of something, I'll make it up to him later.
Oh yeah, most definitely. All right. So, lovely sponsors of this podcast. They're not, I ain't getting paid for them, but they are still sponsors. Negative Edge Gaming, for those who need new PCs, overlays for Twitch and their gaming setups. People who are also looking for EA Sports like overlays. My boy Negative Edge has you. His link will also be down below on this video. Please don't forget, if you also need a PC built, contact my boy Negative Edge. Let him know that ThatBlackOni sent you, so you can go ahead and get that gaming PC of your dreams.
Shit, I need to look into that. Fuck.
Oh yeah, most definitely. The last sponsor that I actually have, that is my boy The M Trilogy. If you are looking for music samples, other type of beats, or you trying to get into the nerdcore scene, my boy The M Trilogy also has you covered. He can also hook you up with music. He goes out of his way, not just hip hop, guys, not just rap, not just nerdcore. He goes all the way around in different elements. So also give him a shout out as well. You guys let him know that ThatBlackOni also sent you. And hopefully he should be able to give y'all a discount. Hey, I'm not keeping no promises there. We haven't talked that shit over yet. But let him know that ThatBlackOni sent you. Make sure you say ThatBlackOni. Now don't put BlackOni sent me. That's another motherfucker. That's not me. ThatBlackOni. All right. So I appreciate you guys for coming out, man. Do you have anything you want to close out with?
I like bad bitches, man. That's my problem.
Hey, I'm married, so I can't even say Oh man, that was a good one though. I'm not gonna lie, that was good as hell. I was like, man, I said something. My wife watches all of these. Man, you like bad bitches, huh? Too. Hey, you know what? You know what? Now look. I can't say my bitch is bad, but she is definitely evil. So that works for me. She know what I mean. So okay, all right. So thank you, my guy, for coming out. I appreciate it. We definitely gonna have to do some more podcasts together, and
Sure.
I appreciate this, man. I'm gonna have to set something else up where we just chill, we talk about video games, music, and everything else between, man.
Man, anytime, just hit me up.
Oh yeah, will do. I'm gonna do the close out real quick, and then me and you can talk afterwards, man. So this is your boy, ThatBlackOni, and and
This is TaiShade.
and we are signing out, guys. You guys have an awesome one. Thank you guys for coming out and also listening to this podcast. Where you can get it, the two places you can go and get my podcast or watch my content is BitChute and YouTube. Cause YouTube ain't trying to pay no motherfuckers right now, and BitChute seeming like the better option. All right, with that being said, we are out. You guys have a awesome one.